Okay, the director's report, motion to accept. Anyone make a motion?
Second.
Any discussion?
I printed out new ones because I had gotten these statistics in for circulation after I'd already emailed them out, so the ones that you had on the table are correct. So our circulation's still really good. We're very close to hitting 5,000 active card holders, which I'm very excited about. We have the first graders coming at the end of April, so that will push us over the 5,000 mark, so I'm very excited about that. Should I talk about Melissa now, or items not anticipated? I guess now it's in the director's report. Melissa has sent in her resignation for Library Aid 1 as of last Thursday. So I will be talking, I guess, to the Personnel Committee, and we will be putting her position out there to hire someone new.
Has the town said anything about any new hires?
No,
No, okay, good.
this wouldn't really be a new hire, it's a replacement.
Right. Okay.
I think replacements have always
And
been,
exempt from,
just kind of like,
Okay.
they're needed people.
okay.
They're not extras.
We moved the other desk, as most of you saw earlier. So we have an open space in the reference area now, and a lot of libraries have been going to study pods or privacy pods that I've been looking into. So I did print out some information if anybody wants to look at it later. But basically, there's a bunch of different ones you can get. Some of the little ones, let me find a picture, looks like a little phone booth. So it's kind of a one-person study pod. You can get a larger version also. You can get little rooms. There are tons of different things.
I kind of like the one on wheels. Kind of move it if you want.
Yeah, that's
You didn't
the
like
Nook
how it
one.
worked out, you move it.
The Nook,
So, one is called that's the Nook. And that has wheels on it that could be moved. The only thing someone had mentioned, there's been a lot of talk among directors about them, a lot of people are getting into them, and it was the, do they need a fire suppression system? Some of them have louvered tops, and other towns have said that's
I
okay.
don't think our town is a problem.
So it's something we would
Those
have
yet.
to, look into. But there are tons of different options. They range in price from,
We would have to get electric to it, right?
they are supposed to be like plug and play, so we have internet and electricity over there already for
Okay.
people to plug in their laptops and everything. So, and that is kind of the number one request we have that is very hard for us
What
to
is-
facilitate.
What are the prices of some of those?
The
Because they didn't give you the price
single-
online.
Yeah, only one has a price online,
Right.
which is, I think it's called Room. And the single phone booth style starts at $6,300. And then the like 3-person room is about 20,000, so.
I have a question on, if you put it there, will you be able to see in it?
Yes, there's a lot of different options, but you can get ones that are just glass around them, so it wouldn't block any of the light coming in, and we could still see. You know?
I'm just concerned, like, safety
Yeah,
of
they're
kids or
all,
something.
yeah. I wouldn't like these are very closed in kind of, which I don't really like. But there's a lot of them you can just get kind of glassed in. So you could do the separate ones. They just make little rooms you can have. There is a showroom for one of them in Boston, so it would be possible
There's a
to
space
see
in New
them.
Bedford, it's kind of like a work incubator space, and they have open areas
Yeah,
and
a lot of the
workspaces like
open
that to-
concept
you can go
offices
in and
are
look
using
at.
these.
I mean, it's not to look at to buy, but to see how.
But we have a lot of
they're
people who
very
need
cool.
Zoom meetings or they need somewhere quiet, and with our kids section is always busy now, which I'm so happy about, but it does make the library a little louder. So we do let people use this room, but then it's not available for its actual use of, local history research. So having
Is this something
something.
Friends is gonna help with?
I haven't spoken to them yet. This is just something that I've been looking into recently. So since it would be a large purchase.
I think it's
I
great
wanted
you have
to-
that interaction with other libraries.
yeah.
Yeah, and a few people have bought different ones and have liked them so far.
Is there
Somebody bought
anybody
the Nook
local that
ones.
has them?
I don't know if there's anybody really local, but I
Does
could find
Tiverton
out.
have one?
I don't think so. They have study rooms.
Yeah, they
I
have study
believe.
rooms,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where is it in New Bedford that you said?
So it's right, it's really easy to get to. Right, come off the highway, you know where Glazer Glass used to be?
Yep.
Whatever that street is right there, it's that brick building right next door on the corner. And it has a couple of floors, it's got all
You get
kinds
off
of
the exit and
different.
take a right,
You get off the exit and take a left.
take a left.
And
Okay.
it's right there on your right, before you get to the light at wherever that Walgreens or whatever that, kind of place is, I don't know what it is. It's, I don't know the street names, I'll have to look it up.
What do they call it, please?
I don't know. But it's nice. I'll get some information, okay?
Yeah. Email, I'd like to go look at it.
Yeah, it's a cool spot. I'm trying to think of the organization that I went to that works out of there, but I've already forgotten that. I don't have a problem, I just.
Anyway, I have a bunch of pictures I printed out and specifications for different things so you can all get an idea of kind of what that looks like, but
It can't be claustrophobic.
yeah. Some of them are larger than others. And they do, I can't remember which one it was, but most of them I think are wheelchair accessible as well. So the really skinny ones aren't, but you can get one that's with a wider doorway dimensions. So. And then you can, stick little ones together. There's all sorts of options. So. But I think that's something that would be really good, and if we have extra money left over from our big donation after our shed, I think that would be a great use for it. So, but I will get more information, but that was just sort of an idea.
Bonnie, on buildings and grounds.
Yes.
I know you had another issue with heat.
Yes,
Is it the same unit?
yes.
Do you have any?
Something had wiggled free this time.
What's that?
We had gotten a locking box to put over the thermostat because we had some people turning the thermostat up incredibly high and then leaving it on, and it was costing a lot of money. So we did. We have one on the south side already. We got one for the north side, and I think when John was, screwing it to the wall, something jiggled free. So that was actually really easy to
Okay.
fix.
Now, do you have a folder per heating unit so we know if we're spending more money on one than another?
I can look if any of
we
the other
don't, could you-
directors
could
have
you-
left one. Yeah.
If we don't, could you
But
start one?
so far, since I've started doing it, it's always been the north side
Yeah.
that has been the issue. And then for April, for Earth Day, we're going to be doing a kids' clothing swap at the library. So the first 2 weeks of April, everybody can drop their stuff off, and they can come in the second 2 weeks and take whatever they would like. And then whatever is left over at the end, we'll donate somewhere. And I think that is it for me.
That lobster rocking boat is cool.
It's so cute. That was a very exciting donation.
Okay, vote on director's report to accept. All in favor?
All right?
Aye.
Okay. Bonnie?
Hi.
You're on.
Hi.
Okay,
So-
wait, I'm
Okay.
sorry. One of these days I will get it right, but then it'll be too late. Motion to accept the assistant director's report.
Motion?
Second.
All right.
All right,
Go
we hit
for it.
1,000 on Facebook.
Very exciting.
I have a question. How do you know that? How do you,
It keeps a count for us.
so every time you hit like it? Okay.
Yeah, so it's very exciting. And then Baker and Taylor has been working out great. We got a huge number of books in last week, so we're able to keep up with all the new releases, which is
Nice.
amazing.
Great. Vote on assistant
to-
directors.
Aye.
Accepted. Friends update, I emailed everyone,
There's a copy in the packet.
Thank you. I have nothing more to add to it.
Does it say that they'll start collecting books April 1? Is that in the update? I just
I
read that
don't
on the
have
door.
that information now. I just passed on what Sue Bronco had emailed people on the board.
That's kind of exciting, right? That they're gonna start taking books on April 1st.
Yeah, they
for
started
this-
advertising already. We
They have.
have
I
there's
did
a big
see-
sign
that's
in
where
the
I saw
front,
it
and
coming
in
here.
I think they're putting them around town too. So April 1st, they're starting earlier this year, which I think is a good
If they
idea.
put them around town, try not to put them where the town has to cut grass.
No, not outside. I think there's probably one at Lee's and things like that.
Somerset's book sale is this weekend coming.
Oh,
Okay, safety committee? Anything new?
The doors have been ordered, and I thought we could just wait until the doors are put in to have the alarm guy come in.
okay.
Because then he could do everything at once. And we can have Samco do the outside water anytime.
Okay.
I just have little questions about running a water line up through the library. It's not heated up there.
Yeah. It gets very cold in this building.
Yes.
That might be.
I was thinking maybe we could just revise that a little bit and run it
Mm.
along the outside of the building, shut it off in the
I
fall. turn
feel
it
more
on in the
comfortable
spring.
with that, I think.
I just get nervous about water up there. If it freezes, it's a
Yes.
disaster.
Mhm.
But that's anytime we want to do it. We got a couple quotes on buildings. We have one that's from a guy that's doing the doors and stuff. And his quote, is $48,000. Last Friday or the Friday before, I took a ride up to Morton Buildings in Norton to look at, for them to give us a price on a building that's 20 by 30. And I was kind of blown away when they came back with a price, so I think that was off the table. That's like $94,000. I mean, it looks nice and everything, but, oof. But it looks nice. I think it's out of our reach, though.
Now, did we have a quote of 42,000 from,
It was
Mike
42,
Rooney?
no, it was 42 from Kudo.
oh,
But he forgot to put the skirting around the
Oh,
outside and the
okay.
insulation on the floor. I said, you get these quotes, you gotta kinda look at them and make sure they got everything in them.
So it'll be a little higher than that by the time they add those things in?
Well, this would be for 48. I'm
Okay,
probably,
with the skirting and?
Yes.
And, okay.
now, I'm guessing on electric, we'll have to put electric out there. And we'll probably put one of those split duct units for heat. They're relatively inexpensive, like $3,000 or something. But we'll need plugs and lights, so that's, I'm saying maybe $8,000 for that stuff. I don't know, I have to have an electrician come out and look at it to see where they get the power from. I know we got a lot of extra power in that room, but what's the best way to get the power over to that? So I would say if we had the 48 plus 8 more for 56, probably that would do it. But I'll wait, get the prices for the electrical. I don't want to guess and be wrong.
Anything else safety-wise?
I think that's it. That's it.
Okay, personnel committee, we've had a staff resignation. There was an issue with absenteeism, sometimes at the last minute, which puts strain on other staff members to run in when they've had other plans for the day. So Bonnie put together an attendance policy to use going forward with non-union employees, because the position that will be refilled is a non-union. And it would be helpful to have this on hand
Is
when a
it,
new person
is it
steps
any
in.
different than the union?
I think it's fairly similar. It's sort of, I looked at a bunch of, different ones and kind
Okay.
of took.
Yeah.
Does this have to go through the
Same.
personnel board at the
No,
town?
No.
it has to be voted on by us, and
That's
that's
it?
it, yeah,
we just need a motion.
yeah. So,
I make a motion, we accept.
I second it.
any discussion, further discussion?
Mm-mm.
All in favor?
Aye.
Right?
That's it, it's official. It'll go in the employee handbook. Here we go. New business, I guess we're up to the Easter holiday schedule.
The town, again, we have the Friday and Monday where the town offices will be closed. So the question was, do we open on Saturday? It's similar to the Thanksgiving holiday.
What do you want to do?
I would like to stay closed personally.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
Anybody else?
As long
Yeah,
as
that's
it's
fine.
posted, people are aware.
Yeah, we'll give, we can put it up at the beginning of April.
And do you know if it's usually busy at that time, probably?
The holiday weekends, no, are
Yeah.
never really busy, so they never happen in the past. Just that a lot of people travel.
I make a motion, we accept Bonnie's recommendation.
I second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay,
Thank you.
we've done the shed estimates. Grant for new carpet update.
It's been put in.
Yeah?
I did have to, I emailed, she emailed it to me, the one that we gave examples of how to do it, but I didn't get a copy back of our new one that we submitted.
This is Baker.
Yeah, but I did email it, because I had one of the numbers on the door count, I said that there was that 7,000, I had to send it and correct her. because it's not 7,000, it's like 5,000 something, average. So she said thanks, and she corrected the application. I didn't want anything to be, put us off on it, but, and that's a 2 to 3 month thing, so maybe by the beginning of summer.
Mm-hmm. And is that the only, are we waiting for the grant for the carpet, or do you have a plan B to pay for it if that doesn't get accepted?
We don't have a plan B.
I think we keep our old carpet if they don't accept it, for now at least.
All right.
It'll get accepted.
Typically has the board or has the library requested funds from Bay Coast?
This is the first time for Bay
First
Coast.
time.
They give up to a lot of people.
They sure do, yeah.
I know they just gave $50,000 for the Vietnam veterans out of Westport to buy a new van.
Great.
So they give to a variety of causes.
They don't usually give the full amount, but they give an amount.
Mm-hmm.
If they give us half, what do we do, half the library? How does that work?
Well, maybe we can figure out the other half.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, once we figure out what
Okay.
the exact number is. We do have state aid and things like that that might cover it.
A fundraiser to roll out the carpet. Any other topics?
I did have one thing that came in this morning. There's been, I think it came out last week, a Massachusetts citizen has filed a petition for the Freedom to Read Act that is currently in the legislature, and they would like to have the language removed that makes librarians and teachers exempt from legal action for providing books that are seen as not harmful to minors. That right now there's an exemption that if you are, I'll just read it, it'll be easier. It shall also be a defense in a prosecution under this section if the evidence proves that the defendant was a bona fide school, museum, or library, or was acting in the course of his employment as an employee of such an organization or of a retail outfit affiliated with and serving the educational purpose of such an organization. And that is a law pertaining to the prosecution of people who disseminate to minors any materials considered harmful to minors. And so they have to, you know, it's legal to someone, it has to go to before the committee, I guess it's called, because a citizen did file that petition. They don't feel that it's going to go anywhere. Nobody's that.
Do they want to take the libraries out?
They want to take that section I just read out
okay.
that has the exemptions for educators.
So that then they would be responsible
Then
for
we,
the
yeah, we could
books
be prosecuted,
considered.
yes,
Yeah.
if somebody didn't like
And
our
who,
books.
who put this forward?
A citizen petition, yes.
I think you're protected under the town's insurance policy for that as well.
I'm not sure how that works, but they do have the freedom to read in the legislation now, and I printed out something, so if anyone wants to contact their legislature about the Freedom to Read Act, and it would just help codify things for.
Could you email that to us?
Yeah, absolutely.
So we could all contact.
Is there a link on there that you can hit to respond to it? Or?
There is a link on who to contact and how to contact
Okay.
them.
Okay, that's
But I just wanted to bring that up because
And
it
the-
surprised me that
And
came
the
up.
point, the point of that act is to prevent books from being banned and to have more information
Yes, the current
readily available.
act, the act regarding free expression, which they're talking about now, is to basically prevent book bans and to protect people who work in public libraries and in educational institutions. So there are laws on the books already, but they're trying to get them stronger, which I think is very important. So,
Great.
and it had come up that somebody had brought up that the petition had been filed by a citizen. So it was just something I wanted to bring to your attention, and I will send the information to you.
So that petition was for the state? It
Yes.
wasn't a local?
No, they want to have the state act changed to take out that language.
And the
So-
citizen could have been from anywhere in Massachusetts.
Yes, yeah, what, it could have been anybody, so, this came from the.
Or not from Massachusetts, too?
I think they have to be from Massachusetts to do that, I'm not quite sure.
Probably.
This came from the Legislative Committee co-chairs of the Massachusetts Library Association. So, I will send that information forward to you. But they feel pretty strongly that it will not go forward with, out of the committee.
Very good.
Thank you, Susan.
You're welcome.
3 fast years.
It went by very quickly, and it has been a pleasure to work with you all. And I'm just running out of energy as I get older and have to simplify my life. I have been fighting for an entire year to get Tesla and Eversource to switch the solar panels from one part of my two-family house to the other. A year, and it still isn't done. And I'm beside myself because I put in heat pumps that I can't afford to use unless the solar panels are attached to my meter. So I'm going nuts.
Good luck
Thanks, it's
Yeah.
awful.
fighting them.
I do have a kindly solar installer who works in Westport who told me that everything is in order. He told me that there's something called a nameplate on the bottom of an inverter, which we couldn't find because the inverter's as far off the floor, you have to get down on the floor to see it. But Solar City was so disorganized, and even that's Elon Musk was the president and his cousins owned it. He eventually bought it, and it became Tesla, but they were so disorganized that they don't have the serial number for my inverter. And Eversource won't put the thing through unless they have the serial number. So because of this kindly man, I finally found the serial number, and hopefully it's all gonna happen, but it's been horrible, 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 a whole year.
Good luck.
Anyway, sorry to unburden myself.
That's fine. I'm,
Well, when it's all fixed.
Pardon?
and when it's all fixed and you relax and these open meetings, just come and visit.
Okay. It's done.
I'm gonna do they have a webinar that I'm gonna do tomorrow, for town library trustees.
Yeah,
Is
open
that
meeting law.
mandatory? Do we all need to do
No.
that again and
No,
again? Oh,
it's
okay.
helpful, but
All right.
not
Yeah,
mandatory.
I think it's only an hour or something. I
Good.
thought I'd do it because
Yeah.
I get rusty on that stuff myself.
Is that what time tomorrow?
11:30.
Yeah, 11:30.
Didn't sign up for that.
I have one more thing. We used to do an inspection of the library. In the spring, I believe we did an outdoor inspection. I don't really know why, because John usually knows what's happening
Yeah, he keeps an eye
outside.
on things.
And in the spring, we would do outside. In the fall, we would do the inside. But people here look around the library, and I don't really know what we inspected.
Sometimes it's just different eyes look at different things. Like me, I saw the roof shingles off the shed already. It's just, I look at stuff like that.
Yeah.
But we didn't need to do it as a group.
Right.
It's just things, it seems to me that things just happen. People do see things, and we have so many new things going on that people take a look around the
Yeah.
inside of the library all the time.
Yeah.
So I don't know what, this would have been before COVID, and then I don't think it ever picked up again.
Who did them?
The
inspection?
trustees,
We did the inspections
with
ourselves?
the director, walked around with the
Oh.
director. But
We didn't do that, not the 3 years I've been here.
No, it's
no,
been
Yeah,
I
not
think it's
before
been
COVID.
before COVID.
Yeah.
That we, but I don't really know what the purpose of it is, because like I said, if there's anything outside, John usually notices it, or, I mean, I wouldn't look at the roof and know that a
Yeah,
couple
I
of
don't know
shingles
if I would have
were
spotted
off.
that either.
But if there was something wrong with the fence, John would notice that, or, because that's the type of thing that used to go wrong, would be if there was something out there.
Yeah. He keeps a close eye on everything,
Yeah.
so
Maybe one day I'll do a walk with John.
yeah, that would be a good idea.
Motion to adjourn?
Motion to adjourn.
Second?
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
We are adjourned.